night to see you smile.
You have a very wide variety of fans. What do you say when you have mothers and daughters approaching you on the street, reacting to you?
Oh man, it's weird because sometimes people, you know, I have this radar. I always know when people have recognized me, but you can't go up to them just because they're staring at you. You know, it's like, I noticed you're looking at me. Hi, nice to meet you. No, you can't do that. That's totally, you know, uncool. So, you know, a lot of the times you can tell that they're just like, they'll do the and they'll just do that forever, and they won't stop. And it's just like, how you doing? But sometimes they'll talk to you, and when they talk to you, usually it's really great. They're usually really polite, and they talk about how they love the music, and you know, some of the songs have meant a great deal to a number of different people. Some people have had great losses in the last year, and so songs like "To Where You Are" have meant a great deal to them. Some of the letters that I've received from that song alone have been just so touching. And so, yeah, a lot of times when people come up to me, they share stories with me that are amazing, and so I really enjoy talking with people.
Is it true that you've received over 100 marriage proposals?
Oh, yeah, at least. I don't know. Most of them are, probably all of them are probably joking, but it's cool. It's nice to see. You know, there's definitely a very large female fan base, and you know, I was always the kind of awkward one in high school, so I'd be able to have that. Now I'm calling my friends like, oh, yeah, that's right. So it's been cool. It's been really cool. I got underwear in the mail too. So it's
underwear.
They don't throw it on stage yet. It's all in the mail. It's very polite. It's tucked away, and you know, warning, underwear. So
what would you do if somebody threw their panties at you on stage?
I have no idea. That would be funny. I'd probably give them to the drummer.
No, considering everybody loves you, and you've done some collaborations, everyone would collaborate with you. Who would you choose to do a song with next?
I would love to do some work with someone like Bjork. I'd love to do some work with someone like Peter Gabriel or Sting, and just, you know, people who've really kind of not been afraid to push the boundaries of pop and rock music. You know, people who've been able to take really strange and interesting sounds and electronic music, real pioneers of people that have opened up people's ears to different sounds. I'd love to do that. It'd be cool to do a duet with Andrea Bocelli one day. We'll see, but there's a lot of people out there that I think sometimes the most different collaborations, the ones you don't think of, are the ones that are the most successful. So that definitely happened on the first album. I never expected in a million years I'd be doing a song with the Corrs or Lily Hayden or Charlotte Church for that matter. So it all kind of worked out in the end. It was all just something, everything always falls into place.
Josh is just a phenomenon, and it's exciting to work on something that's this special. This grand voice comes out of this young person's body.
You've done a little bit of acting
in the
past,
yeah,
as well. Would you like to do some more of that?
Yeah, I would, actually. I had a great time, and acting was definitely one of the... It was half and half. I was doing singing and acting in school because I wanted to, in theater you have to do both. So I'm just enjoying so much doing the music 110%, but to be able to do something like Ally McBeal and to get into a TV studio where I was completely out of my environment, to rely completely on the cast and the script and the director to help you do a good job was really invigorating. And so I would love to do that again. I'm talking to directors and I'm reading scripts, and if the right role comes along and it doesn't interfere with the making of music, then I would definitely like to do that again.
David E. Kelly created that part in Ally McBeal.
He did,
for
yes.
you after
Malcolm
seeing
Wyatt.
you.
I know.
Which must have been a compliment.
It was a major compliment. He hadn't seen a thing in terms of acting from me. I sang a song at a charity event, and he was there, and the cast was there, and the next day I got a part, and it was a small part, and then Robert Downey Jr. was some stuff happened with him, and I thought to myself, I'm watching the news, I'm going, oh my God, I'm probably not going to be in the show anymore. And I got another script, and lo and behold, I was in most of it now. So it was an amazing, amazing opportunity because it gave me a chance to do a little acting and to be able to sing that almost the full song on primetime television. I mean, it was before the album was released, and already we had like 10,000 people on the internet just trying to find out who I was. So it was really kind of cool to get that first buzz, to get that first reaction.
Other big experiences for you, singing at the Olympics.
Oh boy, yeah.
That must
Cold
have opened.
Experiences.
I mean, that's like, hello world, 1 billion people.
I know.
Introduced to Josh.
I was nearly in tears. I was so honored to be there. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I mean, it's the Olympics, and and I'd never been to any Olympic ceremonies. I wasn't really old enough to appreciate the LA Games, and so it was just so great to be able to be there. And I think the Winter Games are so much more fun anyway. So to be able to be there and to see a lot of the events, see hockey and figure skating and the luge and everything, it was great. And then to be able to do that song with 80,000 screaming people around you, the energy in that arena was so unreal. Not to mention the energy of the world at that night. It was a major honor, and it was definitely a night I will not forget. And my whole family was there, so it was really special.
Okay, last question.
Okay.
Fate or fluke? Your success.
Oh,
what do you
man.
think?
I've got to say fate at this point. There have definitely been moments where I've said to myself, okay, this has got to be a fluke, and then something else happens. You know, the stars have always aligned. So I'd say that there's always I think with anybody new, there's always the possibility. I think that sometimes the fate and the fluke are in your hands. Sometimes you could decidedly make it a fluke if you decide not to keep your game up. I think that as long as I concentrate on developing my voice and continuing to grow and working harder and harder and always seeing that carrot at the end of the stick, you know, I think that fate hopefully will be the answer to that question.
Well, it's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
More on Josh Groban right after the break.